platform. The top 3 platform: YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. And just a horrible mention to TikTok Live, because I've been asked. To be completely honest with you, I don't know much about TikTok, just because it doesn't really fit my audience at this point in time. It may change in the future. I don't know yet, but so I know limited stuff, but I just wanted to include it just for the sake of it. So I'm gonna rate each service for each platform from 1 to 5, where 1 is bad and 5 is good. Of course, there is an X and a V, because some services are available on some platforms, some are not. So let's start with something easy: copyright. YouTube obviously is a 5 because whatever you do on YouTube when it comes to copyright, you will get sooner or later, they will get to you. So 5 when it comes to copyright is really hard. So just make sure that you stick, regardless, you should be sticking with non-copyrighted content when it comes to music, videos, and stuff. But most on YouTube, be very careful. When it comes to Twitch and Kick, I want to say it's for both of them, because even with Twitch, worse come to worse, your vote gets muted. Right? And trust me, nobody's going to watch your Twitch. Maybe if you are a huge creator, maybe, but for most of us humans, these aren't going to change much. When it comes to TikTok, I want to say it's about a 3, just because I know TikTok has struck some deals with music companies, music producers. So some content is fine, some other. You should do your own research regardless. But I know via the TikTok app, you can add some copyrighted content. Now, when it comes to discoverability, I want to say YouTube is 1, because it's 5. Sorry, I'm getting confused again. 5 hands down. How about we start with them again? I'm getting confused again with the 1 and the 5. Jesus. Okay. Okay. So, chat. Today we're going to talk about the platform, top 3 platform: YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. And a honorable mention to TikTok Live, just because I got asked. I don't know much about TikTok Live because at this point in time doesn't really fit my audience, but I thought I would mention what I know. So I have some limited information, but you may find them useful. So for every service, I'm going to give a score to 1 to 5, where 1 is bad and 5 is good for each service. Now, copyright, easy one. YouTube obviously is a 1, just because if you use copyright content, 100% YouTube will catch up to you at some point. So nobody's ever safe. Regardless, you shouldn't be using other people's content, but mostly on YouTube, because YouTube, they will catch you. Twitch and Kick, I want to say it's a 5 for both of them. They're very, very lenient. And with Twitch as well, what's come to worse, Twitch muted your VODs. And unless you're a big creator, like huge creator, nobody's going to watch your VOD. For normal people, nobody's going to watch. So it doesn't really affect us. When it comes to TikTok, I would say 3, just because I know TikTok has struck some deals with some music producers, so some music is safe on TikTok. Not take my word for it. Do your own research. But I know via the TikTok app, you can add some copyrighted content. Do your own research, regardless. Discoverability, easy one. YouTube is a 5, obviously. That's the easiest platform to get discovered. As in, if you make good content, people will notice you. Bottom line, people will start watching your content, whether you have 1 subscriber or 1 million subscribers. If your content is good, people watch it and will get recommended to other people. And then if that other people watch that content, it will get recommended to other people, so on and so forth. So it's really, really easy when it comes to discoverability on YouTube. When it comes to Twitch, I want to say is one, hands down. Mostly if you are a smaller creator, for how Twitch is organized, the categories and stuff, being overflown by streamers. If you have less than 20 viewers, I want to say, discoverability is pretty much zero. Yes, and now there are clips. Now there is vertical content, but with the amount of viewers and compared to the amount of streamers on Twitch, discoverability is zero. Now, when it comes to Kick, I want to say 2. It's more like 2.5, but let's stick to 2 now. For the simple reason that, yes, overall, there is less viewers on Kick. But compared to the numbers of creators, if you look at streamcharts.com, any point in time, you will see that for each streamer, Twitch has about 31 viewers. Kick has got one streamer for 150 viewers. YouTube has one streamer for 250 viewers. What does this mean? Yes, Twitch may have a lot more audience, but the audience average per streamer is 1/5 compared to Kick. Why is that important? Because it gives you something to look forward to. So you have a way to get those viewers for yourself if your content is good. Also, one thing that I noticed personally, don't take my word for it, try. Because there is less streamers, in some categories, you will rank higher. I'll give you an example. I've started playing Red Dead Redemption 2 about a couple of months ago. Right? I've been enjoying the game. Please do not pick a game just because it's cool. If you don't enjoy the game, do not start playing. But anyway, let's go back to my personal experience. When I play Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm enjoying the game a lot. And because in the Red Dead Redemption group or genre, there isn't much people, I usually rank either first or second in the category, which means that if a viewer is checking out the category, I have a high chance to secure that viewer compared to someone that is one page down. That's why I'm giving Kick a slightly higher rating, because if you find a game that you like doesn't have many streamers in the category, obviously you have to pick as well the right game, because if you play a game that nobody has heard of, yeah. So it has to be a game that you like, game that people want to watch as well. You have a high chance of discoverability. When it comes to TikTok, 3, for the simple reason that the attention span on TikTok, same as with YouTube Shorts, is about 0.5 seconds, half a second, 1/3 of a second. and capturing the attention is really, really hard. So, guys, like it's as I said, it's not the audience for me. I like to talk. I like to take my time explaining things. But if you find that that kind of viewership is for you, by any means, start making content on moderation tools. I want to say YouTube is about a two, for the simple reason that there's not really many moderation tools, and it's very, very on the safe side, which is good. But it's good mostly for video uploads, podcasts, but for live streamers, I think some more can be done. Um, as in giving the tools to the creators or mods to be able to do a more effective job. Because I think on both sides there are a lot of false positives, and I think YouTube should invest more time into making proper moderation that don't rely on AI but on actual people. When it comes to Twitch moderation tools, I would not give it a 5. I'll give it a 4, just because there is still stuff going through the cracks. But that's normal. Like with bot raid stuff, they're always updating. So I want to say 4. When it comes to Kick, at this point in time, I want to give it a 3, because there's much more that can be done when it comes to information. For example, based on the age of the account or previous history, is something that Twitch should implement as well, based on previous history. So if someone has been banned on another channel, maybe it should come up in the moderation settings of the new streamer or moderators of the stream that this person is watching. So at least just have a unique, like a unified, not unique, unified database where all of the regular offenders they come up. You know what I mean? When it comes to TikTok Live, I honestly have no idea, so I'm gonna give it an X, just because honestly I have no idea. YouTube, who chatbot and services. I want to say 2, because despite YouTube live stream has been around for a long time, there is still nothing being built for YouTube live stream except for command based that is not user friendly. That's the only time that I think Twitch shines. In this case, Twitch is 5 out of 5 when it comes to chatbot and services, because yes, they've been around for 17 years, so it's a long time, and they're only been doing live streams. But between the integrations, between the extension, the Twitch extension, Twitch is hands down the best when it comes to compatibility with other services, chatbots. Kick, I'm gonna give it a 3, because in the last couple of months, mostly, has been doubling down on try to give as many reasons as possible to keep the viewers on the live stream of the person. So the other channel points, yes, I know they may have copied it for Twitch, but there's a lot of people that are transitioning from Twitch to Kick, and they use the channel points. And also, it's a good way to reward your community for free. Not everything has to be about money. And now, because Kick has released that API finally, Now, a lot of services, a lot of chatbots are starting to build integrations for it. And for example, one service that I really like is Kickbot. I just make a video about it. I will link it in the description below. Kickbot, hands down. There is another one that I'm going to make a video about it. Is Kicklet as well, another service, another chatbot that is really good to add more fun to your stream. And when it comes to notifications and Discord integration, NOTI Discord bot even syncs your Kick subs to your roles in Discord. Like, that's why I'm saying 3, and it's going to soon, I reckon, give it a year or 2, and we're going to change from 3 to 5. I know Kick has got something in the works. I don't know what it is, but I know Kick has got something in the works to keep the viewer watching more the streamer. So I guess some kind of integration, some kind of maybe gamification of the platform. I'm not sure. I'm just speculating. But I know there's something in the works. When it comes to TikTok Live, I want to say again 2, because TikTok live streams are still fairly new. So, like with YouTube, it's mostly comment based. It's not. Okay, monetization. By monetization, I mean steps to get to monetization. So maybe what I should say, monetization steps. That makes more sense, right? When it comes to YouTube, it's a one. Because even to get half monetized, 500 subscribers, yes, but 3,000 watch hours, and trust, or some million views on shorts within. And then to get to the second step, twice the subscribers, so 1,000 subscribers, which is not the hard part. The hard part is to reach 4,000 watch hours, or again, I think it's 1 billion. Don't quote me on it. 1 billion views within 90 days for shorts. You would want to double check shorts recommendations, the shorts requirement for monetization on YouTube. I know for a fact that you'll unlock super chats and super stickers when it comes to long form content. 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours within 365 days. And then 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. You unlock as well ads revenue that we're going to talk about in a minute. So monetization is a 1. Hands down. It's tough. But once you get there, obviously it's not just about the ads revenue. It's also you have more chances of getting, partnership stuff. I'm not saying guaranteed. I'm saying it looks better when you approach a possible sponsor. Twitch, I want to give it a 4, just out of spite, because Twitch has still got something that is called affiliates. It doesn't make sense to have it, at least how they have it. Because you still need, I think, 50 followers. Don't quote me on it. But I know for sure that you need to have 3 average viewers. And then people make a big fuss out of it. And then once they get affiliates, so the chance to make money, they still have, 3 average viewers? That doesn't make sense at all, right? And then you got partner that is 75 viewers, average viewers. So I want to say just for that 4. When it comes to Kick, I want to say it's a 5 out of 5. So let me explain. So you access monetization. So you access um, the basically the subscriptions, right? Which, by the way, um, YouTube gives you 70/30 when it comes to membership. Twitch gives you 50/50 on 99% of the cases, because if you manage to have 100 subscribers for 3 days, for 3 months straight, you unlock a 1 year of 60/40 split. 1 year, not even forever. If you manage to have 300 subscribers for 3 months straight, you unlock 1 year of 70/30 split, which is the same as you, but still 1 year. And you got to have 3 months straight of 300 subscribers without, so gift subscribers do not count at all. When it comes to Kick, to access monetization, again, subscribers, 95% to you, 5% to Kick. You only need 5 hours stream. That's it. Basically, no requirement. And but I understand why Kick is doing it. So they don't have inactive accounts, which is fair enough. So if you stream, you will want to stream more than 5 hours. Let's talk about it, right? So once you got your 5 hours done, you access you access subscribers, which is like it's so easy. Then you got verified, which I truly believe is more like a fancy metric more than anything. Yes, I got a tick. But the real deal, it comes when you got to partner, which is 250 followers, really easy to get to. And then you have 75 average subscribers, 75 average viewers, same as Twitch, which is a good number. It's not too high, it's not too low, but 75 subscribers. And you got to have at least 25 subscribers, which is like, it doesn't include gift subscribers, just subscribers. And then you got to have, I'm pretty sure you want to double check this, but 250 unique chatters. Why is this important? Because you may have heard, but there are some streamers that like to boost their numbers with bots, right? Yes, of course, this doesn't solve completely the issue, but the whole point of being partnered on a platform is that you're actually one of the faces of the platform, right? And you want to make sure that you have a good stream, B, that people are watching, C, that people are engaging. So it's not about the 75 views, it's more about the activity in chat. So 250 unique chatters is a good thing, because the more people enjoy your content, the more will tap and chat. Yes, you still have lurkers, but most people that watch live streams is because they want to feel something. They want to experience someone real, right? And they may not talk today, they may not talk tomorrow, but at some point they will type something in chat, right? So I want to say, yeah, Kick monetization is on point. TikTok Live, at the top of my head, you need to have 1,000 followers and X amount of likes, but I don't want to go too much into it because as I said, I have limited. When it comes to ads revenue, yeah, so you unlock it when you get fully monetized on YouTube, and you get a good chunk. So I want to say it could be better, but still is a 3 for YouTube. When it comes to Twitch, Zero? No. Okay, one. Okay, look. Bottom line is Twitch. I don't watch it anymore. I aside from streaming on Twitch, I used to watch lately, most in the past couple of years. Twitch is one constant ad. So you as a creator to unlock 55% of the revenue share, which they don't tell you anymore how much it is, but you got to have 3 minutes per hour at least of ads showing. Three plus, that doesn't count the non-invasive ads that you see pop up on the side, on the top, on the bottom, on the right. You know what I mean? Like it's all one constant ad, and it ruins the viewer's experience. But I would agree with Twitch if the creator was well compensated. Now, I went into the creator dashboard a few days ago and I couldn't find this information, so do not quote me on this. But I do remember when last I checked about a year ago, the revenue for the ads revenue for Twitch was $3 for 1,000 views. As I said, do not quote me on this because I tried to look for the same information a few days ago and it's not available anymore, so they may have changed. But regardless, $3 for 1,000 views, for unless you're a big creator, and even then, are you kidding me, mate? Are you just throwing coins at me? Because it feels the same. When it comes to Kick, it's a big X because there is no ads on Kick, no ads whatsoever, and I'm happy with it because it doesn't ruin the viewer experience. TikTok, I want to say next as well, not because there are no ads, but with the simple reason that I don't know how that works, so I don't want to comment on this. Now, partner pay. That's where one of the reason why Kick actually finds for content creators is because it's the only one out of all the platforms here that offer partner pay. What's partner pay, you may ask? Partner pay is basically, so once you get to a partnership, once you get to a partnership level, you get paid by the hour based on how many viewers you have viewing your content interactive chats. Get paid to play video games or to talk. I mean, from the comfort of your own house or your own office. Come on, man, can't beat that. So yes, 100%. So yes, Kick 100% partner pay. That actually it's on top of whatever you get with subscriptions. So yes, hands down, that's where Kick shines for content creators. It just makes them worth the time. Like really, it's an incentive to actually be on the platform. I think Kick realizes that without streamers, they're nothing. What Twitch thinks is they can survive without streamers. And, well, time will tell, but I don't think they're going to last that long if they keep thinking that. Now, should we do a quick calculation? So 5, 6, 9, 10, 12, 15. So we got a 15 here. If I can type. Then we got a 15 here. We got 5, 6, 10, 15. Actually, before we do the totals, let's do the totals. And then we do an extra settings. So 5, 6, 10, 15, 15, 19, 20. Is that possible that Twitch is scoring more? That doesn't make. I may have miscalculated something. Oh yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense, and I'll tell you why in a second. 20, and then we have 7, 7, 10, 13, 18, 23. Okay, so without the extra settings, out of the top three, Kick wins hands down. Obviously, I'm not going to count TikTok Live because most of the stuff I'm not really. So, but so first things first, Kick. For the viewer point of view, and for the streamer point of view, hands down, Kick is a better platform. Both for creators and for viewers. Viewers, because you have no ads and you're not missing out on anything anymore. Everything that Twitch gave you until a few months ago, Kick is giving it to you too as well. You don't even need extension. There are services like Streamloots and Blurb, which I personally use. They're very fun to add fun during the stream. That on desktop, if you add that extension, the browser extension to your browser, you will have them pop up below the chat Kick. Basically, like the Twitch, the Twitch integrations. You know what I mean? So you don't miss out on anything. Actually, it's a much better viewer experience. Twitch 20, and the upside for Twitch is obviously monetization steps. Obviously, it doesn't mean that you're going to make. Out of the three, Twitch is the platform that pays the least, but it's got the best chatbot services and probably best for copyrights and moderation. But even then, moderation is subjective because one thing that they don't tell you is TOS are applied based on who you are, not because they are TOS. And we all saw the recent news, so I'm not going to go into it too much. But potentially anybody can be banned on Twitch at any point in time. So, yes, the score may be 20, but the concern of being live today and not live tomorrow, it's something to think about. And then when it comes to YouTube, as far as live streaming, it may not be the best platform just yet. Obviously, once they, they have a proper API and proper maximum quarters. If you're a developer, you know what I mean. Because Google quarters, when it comes to YouTube for chatbot services, is ridiculous. So it takes a long time to step up the quarter. So devs who make the services have enough bandwidth from Google to be able to get the job done. So YouTube, but the upside of YouTube is if you make great content, sooner or later, people would notice. Why there is a live stream? Obviously, if you are on YouTube, repurpose regardless, you should be repurposing your contents anyway. But if you're already on YouTube, just make shorts out of your VODs, or uploads adult content to bring more eyes to your channel. Then when you do live streams, you go a bit more in detail. There is a million ways. So yes, it may not be great, and also once you get monetized on YouTube, you have much higher chances of securing a sponsorship than if you are on. Hate me all you want, but this is the truth. At least my opinion, obviously, for what I've seen. Now, I want to give some extra points to Kick. Yes, I know. Yes, I like. But one of the main reason why, aside from ads, one of the main reason why I don't watch Twitch anymore is because of those bathtub live streams, or whatever they call it, which is basically aimed to keep teenagers on the platform. I'm not going to say anymore because I don't want to be cancelled, but this is the aim, to keep teenagers on the platform. But Kick has extra settings. So if you go in the settings of Kick, you have the ability to toggle off pool, bathtubs, and whatever they call it streams. You can turn off gambling streams. Yes, that is right. I love Kick, but I don't gamble, and I don't want to watch gambling streams. I have them turned off. Easy as that. So, and that doesn't happen on Twitch. That doesn't happen on YouTube. Obviously, YouTube is a recommendation platform. So if you never watch gambling, you probably will never watch it anyway. But with Twitch, yes, there is still gambling on Twitch, even though, Kick is the bad guy. But there are still gambling streams on Twitch. Speaking of gambling, the last thing that I want to say before I close this video is partner pay on Kick. If you stream gambling content, you do not partner pay. This is hands down to address all those rumors, only if you stream gambling you're on on Kick. Wrong. And I think this move by Kick is awesome. My camera is starting to shake. Okay, no worries. Okay, you can't see. Okay, so you can see me again. Right. So, extra. I'm not gonna write him down, but yeah, extra point for Kick. The last thing that I want to say before I leave you guys is. The last thing that I want to say before I leave you guys is, if you want a recommendation, multi-stream. You may get banned on Twitch because you may have seen the news now. So if you react to anything that is not Twitch, you may get banned. So that you want to push your stream to Twitch is completely up to you. But my recommendation will be always to multi-stream to the top 3 platforms. So YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Obviously, if you want to add TikTok Live, be my guest. Mostly if you make gaming content and you have a very active stream, very, very active stream, maybe push it to TikTok. I would not recommend any other platform unless you are in maybe the east side of the world. That's different, but at least for Europe, US, Australia, I will still say just stick to the top 3. because I know in the Asian countries there are other platforms. But for most of the world, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. And also be careful on Twitch. Do not put any panels that says Kick. Otherwise, the platform will just remove it from your account. So this is actually funny. But yeah, guys, multi-stream. But the most important thing is your content. Make sure that your content is on top and repurpose your content. Make content on as many platforms as you can. Learn about the platforms as well and how they works. I already talked too much for today. Guys, see you next week. Hello, mates.